obviously very excited around here for this week. This is one of those games I can tell the players is why you coach, it's why you play. To play in games like this. Obviously, my first game as a head football coach in the backyard brawl, I'm extremely excited. Not only the rivalry of this game, but the bowl and conference championship implications of this game is big, and it's exciting to be having the opportunity to play in this thing come this Friday. So we're excited. Our guys are focused. Obviously, we have a huge challenge. Number one offense in the league. Geno Smith, very impressive. Can make every throw, extends plays. Tremendous player. One of the best in the country. Austin and Bailey alone. I mean, they got a great receiving core. Not just those two guys, but those two really stick out to me. Austin's ability to return kicks and punts are just phenomenal. Bailey is, those two are as good a receivers there are in the country. Extremely fast, explosive. Obviously, the biggest challenge we have is containing their offense, and that's what we have to. But I'll tell you this: got a lot of confidence in our guys. I know that they know what challenges ahead of us, and the strength of our team is our defense. And so this is one of those games that's going to be fun to watch. Obviously, we've got to do a great job. I think the key in the game for us is going to be taking care of the football on offense, and the best thing we can do is keep their offense on the sideline. Obviously, being a no-huddle team, and both those being no-huddle teams, there's probably going to be a lot of plays in this game. So it'll be an exciting game to watch. We got Pete Gonzalez is going to be our honorary captain, so we're excited about that. And everybody remembers his 1997 comeback win there in overtime. So we got Pete going down with us. We're excited about that. And we're just, I can't tell you what an honor and privilege it is for me to be leading this group of guys. We've had tremendous weeks of practice. We've got some extra days to get ready. We anticipate that Lucas will play. It's still the same thing. I don't want to tell you he's definitely going to, then he doesn't, and then he doesn't. I think I'm not telling you the truth. But obviously, I think he's got the best chance to play this week. He's had the most time to get ready, so I anticipate him and expect him to be playing. Like I said, I got a lot of confidence in our defense. Guys like Aaron Donald up front, our defensive line, and one of the best in the country at sacking the quarterback. And obviously, we got to be on our A game this week with Geno. Got a lot of confidence in there. The third down defense is something that's been really a positive for us that we got to continue. And again, this is the biggest challenge that we face. This is the best offense that I think we've gone against. So, with those guys, I do have a lot of confidence in our defense, and a lot of confidence in their preparation, and it's going to be a great challenge, and we're excited about that. Okay, so offensively, our deal is we've really improved and gotten better. The big key in this football game is going to be turnover ratio. You cannot turn the football over as number one, and we have to get takeaways. Obviously, how many snaps we play on defense is going to be big, and we're going to play more snaps than we played all year long on defense. So every turnover we get, we're going to play 5 less snaps. So that's going to be our number one focus. We've got to get takeaways. I think the second thing is just not give up, is win explosive plays. We've got to have the explosive plays. They've got tremendous potential for big-time plays in the kicking game, in the return game, and on offense. So just not give up cheap touchdowns. That's going to be the key. And obviously, backyard brawl is going to be an extremely physical football game, and again, third place on Friday night. So obviously, it's going to be a physical contest, and we've got to play hard-edge pit football. Questions?
Coach, do you do anything special defensively, or does it actually help because of the offense you run when you go against Smith, trying to contain him since he's able to run the ball? Is it, do you have to do anything outside of the norm because your defense is used to seeing that type of offense in practice?
Well, yeah, I think the tempo is a lot easier for us because we're used to seeing that every day. On the same hand, they haven't been playing against it, but there's a lot more no huddle in this league than even what I thought. Louisville ran some no huddle, so a lot of different. We've seen no huddle this year. I think where he proposes the biggest problem is his ability to throw the football, and especially his ability to throw the ball down the field. Has a tremendously strong arm. is a very seasoned veteran, and has a great feel for his receivers. Those guys, you can tell they have a great synergy amongst each other, and you can't ignore the running game. The things that they do in the running game are their screen game. They're really good at throwing screens and stuff like that, so you've got to make sure you have accountabilities for those things. So, but the thing we have to do is be able to try to keep them off balance and try to impact the quarterback without giving up cheap big plays. So that's going to be the big challenge for us. But I think that the no huddle is something we're used to. It's definitely, there's a reason why we run it. We think it's pretty effective. So obviously that is a challenge, but I think the bigger challenge is how talented he is as a passer and as a decision maker.
I was just going to ask you, what's he like as a decision maker?
I think he does a really good job. I think he's obviously, he's 10 games into this thing. He is really, and he's got a tremendous, rapport with his receivers, especially Bailey and Austin. He knows where they're going to be, and they have great timing amongst each other, and they're really good. I mean, they're two of the better receivers in the country. And very different. One of them, Austin is an inside receiver who can. He's going to hit you with reverses. He's going to hit you with screens. Obviously, hitting seam patterns, and he's going to catch the ball and run with it. Does a tremendous job of doing that. And then you got Bailey, who is as good a route runner, stretching the field vertically as there is. I mean, so he's got a really strong combination. And then they got guys behind them that also run really well and do a great job. So obviously, I think the key is the quarterback first. And then they've got some really explosive receivers. The key is just not give up cheap touchdowns. And that's easier said than done. And then obviously, the scheme. I mean, I think they're very well coached. They got a very good scheme in what they're doing. It's one that spreads you out, and you have to, make sure that it's not dictating to you that you're dictating to it. And that's a challenge. Tremendous challenge, but again, this is backyard brawl, and you can throw records out, and you can throw everything else out. Man, it's going to be. I can't wait to kick it off, and our guys are excited about it. So it's going to be a fun game for us. Defensively too, I can tell you that they graduated a lot of guys off their last year defense. I think Coach Castile is one of the best in the business. I mean, he is obviously I've got a relationship with Jeff, and just as good a football coach as there is. He's done a tremendous job with their guys and how well they're playing, and they've got better every single week. And so this is a team where they're going to be well coached, and it's going to be. I think the key in the game is going to be simply that you look at the turnover ratio at the end of the game and explosive plays. That's going to determine the winner.
Is there a different energy